2 years ago, a game came out and everyone called it a scam. But when I played it for myself, it became one of the most memorable video game experiences I've ever had. Today, we're talking about
Once Human.
Alright, let's get into it. Once Human is a survival horror MMO that came out on July 9th, 2024. Gameplay loop is absolutely revolutionary. An MMO where you grind resources and there's zombie shooter elements. What it doesn't have in originality, it makes up for in art style, and it's visually gorgeous. It's got like the cozy town feel, one-of-a-kind monsters with that eldritch horror kind of feel, and those big-ass landmarks that I always love. Like, you know, I'm talking Arasaka Tower, I'm talking fucking the Citadel, like, come on. The only problem? The game was surrounded by massive controversy near immediately after launch.
Sick of it. Just a ballfest, a mindless grind, and for nothing.
At the end of every season, you lose all of your items.
Nobody asked for that.
Yeah, no.
Why? Well, because of the terms of service. You know, after some people read through the privacy policy, it came to light there were some clauses about data collection, and more specifically, requiring pictures of your ID. On top of that, the publisher, Starry Studio, is a Chinese-owned company. And this kind of sussed people out and got everyone talking on Twitter, which resulted in the game having mixed reviews on Steam. This whole thing was later debunked by Pirate Software, and he clarified that ID collection is required in places like China to play online games.
Not on, you're misreading the TOS. They're not doing anything any different from any other company. World of Warcraft is the exact same clause. And it's because in South Korea and in China, you have to tie your government-issued ID card to your ability to play online service games. Many countries don't have these restrictions, but for the ones that do, that's in the TOS. And it's there for every live service game forever. So when you're looking at this game, and you go, why is that in the TOS? Do I have to give them my ID? No, you don't, because you don't live in a country where we do that. It literally doesn't change anything. They're not doing anything to you.
So naturally, that would not affect people in the US, which is where the complaints were spawning in from. The controversy around the game cleared up pretty quickly, and it didn't actually seem to impact the player numbers all that much, because the game had a peak of 231,000 around launch. The game was known as the Scam Game early on, but since then, it's fallen out of the public eye, with the average concurrent player count being around 15k. This game means a lot to me, and to really figure out why, we need to go back.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
Oh, Sigma Rosington still exists? Oh! So am I in the right server to go find my old base?
Super glue? Oh, with the fake out different here. Oh. Yeah, that's where my neighbor lived. She had like a big mansion, and that was where I lived. No, I remember this actually. Fear. Only thing to be afraid of here is me. Come here.
Wait a second. Oh my god, I know this place. Oh my god, this is where everyone's bases were.
This game's tutorial is special. It's got a certain vibe that just kind of screams Elder Scrolls with how well it's baked into the narrative. And it was fun for me in particular because I had so much anticipation to get into the open world after I'd seen so much content of all the crowds of people getting on. I remember I spent a ton of time in the first cabin area because I really was not sure how much stuff I was going to need, but when I eventually got confident, I started walking towards
The abandoned monolith.
And I'll be honest, it was a massive letdown. There were like 3 zombies and no people. But this is where I first discovered whispers, which are like the Once Human version of those little Elden Ring floor message things. And this is where the game started to change for me, because everyone was just talking about how much fun they were having and how excited everyone was. And this is the first moment where I really felt endeared to Once Human. But this was just old messages that someone left behind. And I remember thinking that there probably wouldn't be many people, because I'd only seen some nice messages and 6 zombies. But when I got to the Dayton wetlands, I was instantly surrounded by players. This is where it actually started giving me that cool online game feel, because there were groups and solos literally everywhere, doing exactly what I was doing. There were so many people that I think after that, I wasn't properly alone again. After that, I did some of my main quests and set up my base under a rock overpass on a hill. And I lived right beneath this player named Hive Queen or something like that, and she had a giant mansion, and I just had my little starter platform. Then after working through the tutorial and main quest stuff, I made it to the first safe area, Deadsville. Deadsville is a classic video game safe area. It's hella warm, cozy, lots of shops, and at that point, plenty of people. I chatted up with a few NPCs, and to continue the main story, I was told to go to
The Monolith Greed.
So I went back to my base, looted up, got on my motorcycle, and went to the Monolith. And this is where I talked to an NPC that was waiting for me, some kind of military blockade at the bottom of the mountain. I think she had an eye patch. I don't remember, but my best recollection is just her being Regina Jones from Cyberpunk. And at this point, keep in mind, I was pretty endeared to the game already, so what happened next just made it something absolutely unforgettable. I walked up past her, and all the way up the hill leading to the Monolith was maybe 80 player camps, just all over the place. And it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen in a multiplayer game. Everyone was just walking around in between bases, some were going to the Monolith, and everyone else was just crafting and talking. And it was just so mind-blowing. That was the first time I had ever seen anything like that in a multiplayer game, where everyone was just together. And honestly, that's kind of stuck with me, even after I've done playing the game. So that's what's made Once Human such a memorable game for me. Oh, and the boss fight was pretty cool too. There was some kind of greedy monolith, and if I remember correctly, you get a giant machine gun. But all of that was some years ago. And after writing all this, I think I miss Once Human. I think it's time to go back. So, this is the place that made me love Once Human. And just for good measure, found some old footage. This is maybe a tenth of the vibe. Imagine this. Bigger. No, it's not exactly how I remember it. I remember it more like this. Thanks so much for listening to me yap. I really do love this game. I hope maybe one day it'll be the way I remember again, but I'm more focused on just enjoying it now. And fun fact, when I was actually getting footage for this, I went into the wrong server and there was like a boss camping my base, so I couldn't revisit it properly until I started playing on mobile, and I figured out there was such thing as a novice server, and I actually got to revisit my base properly. So then that's probably where all this background footage came from.
Is it this? Oh my god, it might be. I remember that billboard. And I can see the monolith. What is this wall? What is this nonsense? Can I... Oh, I'm fine. Oh my god. I can't really tell. I can't tell. There's a thing here. I don't think I can fight that. Oh no. Wait, is this game permadeath? Give me my arrows. Holy shit. Oh no.
But yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick around here for a little while. So, thank you for watching. And if you see me down in Deadsville, say hi.